Geothermal energy. What is geothermal energy? Geothermal energy is the thermal energy generated and stored in the earth. Thermal energy is energy that determines the temperature of matter. Earth's geothermal energy originates from the original formation of the planet, from radioactive decay of minerals, from volcanic activity, and from solar energy absorbed at the surface. The geothermal gradient, which is difference in temperature between the core of the planet and its surface, drives a continuous conduction of thermal energy in the form of heat from the core to the surface. From hot springs, geothermal energy has been used for bathing since Paleolithic times and for space heating since ancient Roman times, but it is now better known for electricity generation. Electricity generation is the process of generating electricity from other forms of energy. The fundamental principles of electricity generation were discovered during the 1820s and early 1830s by the British scientist Michael Faraday. His basic method is still used today. Electricity is generated by the movement of loop of wire or disc of copper between the poles of a magnet. How does geothermal energy work? The geothermal energy work by the process of harnessing energy from geothermal activity is fairly simple, yet it depends how you wish to make the geothermal energy for you. The two main types of geothermal energy power come from the center of the earth and the sun. A geothermal power plant uses the geothermal activity to generate power. This type of natural energy production is extremely environmentally friendly and used in many geothermal hot springs around the globe. To harness the energy, deep holes are drilled in the earth until the significant geothermal hot spot is found. When the heat source has been discovered, a pipe is attached deep down inside the hole, which allows heat stream from deep within the Earth's crust to rise up to the surface. The pressurized steam is then cleaned, channeled into the turbine, which begins to turn under the large force of the steam. This turbine is linked to the generator, and so the generator also begins to turn, generating electricity. We then pump cold water down a new pipe, which is heated by the earth and then sent back the first pipe to repeat the process. The main problems with geothermal energy is the firstly, you must not pump too much cold water in the earth, as this could cool the rocks too much, resulting in your geothermal heat source cooling down. Secondly, geothermal power plants must be careful of escaping gases from deep within the earth. The disadvantages of geothermal energy are using geothermal heat to power a station is that unlike most power stations, a geothermal system does not create any pollution. It may once in a while release some gases from deep down inside the earth that may be slightly harmful, but these can be contained quite easily. The cost of land to build a geothermal power plant is usually less expensive than if you were planning to construct an oil, gas, coal, or nuclear power plant. The main reason for this is land space. And geothermal plants take up very little room, so you don't need to purchase a large area of land. Another factor that comes into this is that because geothermal energy is very clean, you may receive tax cut and no environmental bills or quotas to comply with the country's carbon emissions scheme. No fuel is used to generate the power, which in return means the running costs for the plants are very low as there are no costs for purchasing, transporting, or cleaning up of fuels you may consider purchasing to generate the power. So we have established the main disadvantage of the building a geothermal energy plant mainly lie in the exploration stage. During the exploration, researchers we do a land survey. which may take several years to complete, and then post their findings to the company that contracted the survey. Many companies who ordered surveys are often disappointed, as quite often the land they were interested in cannot support a geothermal energy plant to extract the heat. We have to find certain hot spots within the earth crust. These are these are very common around volcanoes and fault lines. Some area of land may have the sufficient hot rocks to supply hot water to a power station. But what if these areas are contained harsh areas to the world or high up mountains, and some very good proven spots have been found in New Zealand, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden.